You're listening to the Holo Health Podcast with Alex Cottingham and Trevor Deal. We know that health is hard and confusing, primarily because we lived it. It's part of our story, and we struggled for years until we discovered a better way. On this podcast, we cut through the noise of culture, talk about health the way God designed it, and how you can pursue it. If you're a Jesus follower who cares about your health, then you're in the right place. Get ready for the tangible and actionable steps to build a body, mind, and soul that you're proud of, or as we like to say, so that you can become truly healthy. Let's dive into the show. Welcome back to another episode of the Holo Health Podcast. I'm Trevor, one of your hosts, and I'm joined by my co-host and good friend, Alex Cottingham. And today's conversation is going to be short, but really clear, because our goal today, Alex, is to help the listeners understand what are we talking about when we say we want to build a culture of truly healthy people. Can you provide some clarity on that, friend?
Yeah. One of the 7 habits of health, Trevor, is cultivating community. That we believe that you can become healthy so much to a point by yourself, but when you do it with other people, you can go further faster, which is why it's one of our 7 habits of health. There's so much research that shows that when you do something with a group of people, that there's so many more benefits. We say around here all the time, Trevor, that your community is the greatest dose of accountability you ever get, because that's the issue with health. Is it's not what do I do? It's how can I be consistent doing
Mm-hmm.
it? I just got off a few coaching calls this morning that all the information we were talking about was nothing new. It's not like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. That's going to change my life.
Yeah.
It was more reminded, because I believe in the mantra, you need to be reminded more than you're instructed.
Mm.
So just reminding us that, hey, we need to be in community. We need to be together, which is why we have this awesome resource called the Holo Collective, which is going to solve that problem.
Yeah, it is going to solve the problem. And just to dive into specifically, listeners, this conversation is all around the collective, quote unquote, 2.0, if you will. We have done so much work behind the scenes to increase the value, the resources, the inclusion of what's in your membership with the Holo Collective. And so we wanted to just remind you of the vision, which is why we're talking about community. The vision here with the collective is to provide a place, a central location where people who love Jesus and want to steward their health well can come. And not just come to be around one another, but come to get resources, come to get access to coaches, come to get access to things like workouts, nutrition guides, challenges to help you abide in the word, to help you focus on incorporating more nutrient dense foods into your eating habits, all of these different aspects. We are trying to build something that does not exist elsewhere. Not to mention all of the things that we're providing on top, which we'll get into in just a little bit. But this is part of our vision, is to build a culture of Jesus followers. This is a resource for the church. We want to equip you to steward your health well so that you can experience the truly healthy life Jesus offers. This is a vertical, this is the practical application of how we are helping you, listener, how to do this. This is what we're doing. So we wanted to paint that vision of where we're going because it lays the context of why all of this stuff happens. But let's be honest, Alex. Most people are like, I don't know. And that's okay if you don't know. But let me provide some more context, Alex, and I want us to talk about this for a little bit. And you hinted at it, is that doing health alone is really hard and it's confusing. What I mean by that is you feel isolated if you're alone. No one's checking in on me. I don't have accountability. Sometimes I don't have motivation. Not to mention confusing. Should I eat this or should I eat that? What workout should I be doing? Where does Jesus fit into all this? How do other people handle these situations of travel, of busyness, of new parenthood, etc.? What do you do in your marriage and relationships? All of these different aspects, right? We could talk forever, and we have on some episodes. But there's a lot of struggles that people face, right, Alex?
Yeah, you're spot on. I mean, health is hard by yourself, let alone, I mean, health is hard in general, let alone by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's hard and confusing. I think it's one of the most saturated, noisy, confusing aspects out there. But then you tack on the isolation part of like, man, I just feel alone. Um, to be honest, I felt that years ago. Holo Health has been around for 6.5 years, going on 7 years, and I would say 7, 8 years ago, when like the first kind of stirrings in my heart were occurring, I felt alone.
Mm,
I felt like, man, I want to be the best, healthiest disciple, Jesus follower I can, but I also want to get a good workout in, but also like surrender to the Spirit, and
mm,
AKA I want to steward every part of my health well, which is the language we've developed. Um, but I didn't know anyone else that wanted the same thing or doing the same thing. So instead of just trying to find it, we created it. And this is the 2.0 version 7 years later of saying, hey, we have tested and trialed and refined for 6, 7 years to figure out what this could be. And it's not perfect, but we're really excited to roll it out.
yeah, yeah. And you hit the nail on the head there, Alex. Is even doing this by yourself, you're just limiting your own knowledge. And so I'm thinking about, people who, want to figure out and want to be more consistent around the gym, or exercise. They typically go to a gym, they join a gym, they get a membership. The context of the church, right? I want to go deeper into my faith. So I get plugged into a church body. I join a small group. I surround myself with people who are like-minded, who help me move in that direction. We talk about spiritual trajectory, right? We're moving in that direction towards true health. This is what it's for. And this is all created to help true health, be simple and sustainable. This isn't to make it more complex. It's really to make it more easy, more simple and sustainable, just like we said. And so we want to really kind of wrap up this, again, short conversation talking about, building a culture and tell you what's included in the collective membership. And just before we dive into this is where things are today. When we release this episode, it'll be September 2024. There might be some additions, there might be some subtractions, but any changes that we make to the collective are done to improve the members' experience, to enhance their ability to pursue true health. So there might be some variance depending on when you're listening and when you get engaged and when you join. But as of today, these are the things that we're providing in this membership to help you pursue a truly healthy life. Alex, I want us to talk about the community piece first. What all is included there?
Yeah, Trevor, we talked about the community piece earlier, that health is hard, but doing it alone is even harder, which is what the solution is here with the collective. That whether it's support, motivation, encouragement, accountability, with our challenges and with our group efforts, we're going to realize, oh, wow, there's 15, 30, 50 other people doing this right here with me. And it's completely different when I get 10,000 steps by myself. I'm like, oh, hey, I feel pretty good. But then I log that in our weekly challenge, and then I see 30 other people get 10,000 steps in per day, and then I get 5 other fist bumps and 6 comments on how great I did. I'm like, okay, wow, like this actually is practically working and helping me in this regard. So that support and accountability is unmatched. What's cool, Trevor, is that we also want to be as available as we can. So in the community, it's not just, hey, it's a group of people. There are leaders and experts. We have coaches, and us as really just the pioneers with Holo. We've created office hours to be as available as we can, to open up our block of time to say, hey, how can we best help you? What struggles are you facing? What barriers are in your pursuit of a truly healthy life? What's on the top of your mind, or what's in the depths of your heart? And we want to unpack that. So whether it is a physical goal or a spiritual goal, or anything in between, we're available to kind of just a listening ear, to be a source of guidance, or to speak truth, whether it's scripture or science, which we have a lot of experience in. So that's kind of a little bit about just the community piece.
Yeah, and I'm glad you articulated that. We're excited for those challenges, the office hours, and just being available, and this being a space that people can use to go further faster. Additionally, included Alex's workouts. This is something that we kind of have been beating around the bush for a long time, and we were just like, hey, we need to invest in this because people need it and they want access to this, and it's a part of making these resources available for our members. And so we've got well-planned, exciting, and result-driven workouts that are available for every day of the year, 365 days. You can know what to do in the gym and keep seeing progress, not worry about it. So your membership includes access to 3 programs. There's a CrossFit program, there's a bodybuilding program, and there's a minimal equipment program that has, details on what you can do if you're at home or on the go. like I mentioned, there's structure, there's plan, there's warm-ups, there's coaching notes, there's some stimulus guidance, and then you can track all of your progress. We have some details on just a couple examples on what those workouts would look like on our website. Again, we're going to link everything Holo Collective wise in the show notes, but the workouts piece is, just another added value, something that people would like and need access to. So we're excited to deliver those. For the record, those are exactly what Alex and I are doing. We are also not secretly doing some item on the side. We are literally doing the program that we are offering our members because we practice what we preach. Lastly, Alex, we've got the resources. And this, we're not going to go super deep on this because we could talk forever about all the resources that we've incorporated in here. But I kind of want you to talk high level on what we've included and why it's important and valuable for the members.
Yeah, I can simply say that there's a library of resources accurate, meaning that we have PDFs and guides and digital copies of the books and cheat sheets and playlists and different things like that. But here's what I want to get across is that there's a lot of information. Information is not lacking anywhere. What's unique about this is the intersection between health and faith, because the reason why Holo Health exists is because we are a group of Jesus followers that want to get health right and want to steward our health well. That these resources are not like anything else that you can find on the interwebs, because we've tried to find that. There are some other people preaching the same things, but not in this cohesive way. So one of the best things that we've done to address that is we've created a course. It's literally a digital course that right now is 4 sessions that anybody can go through and will go through when you join the collective. It's almost like the starting point to really get our minds around, like, what is health? How did God create it? What is his design? What are the 7 habits of health? And what's cool, Trevor, is depending on when you're listening to this, that is going to see a major upgrade, which we'll kind of hint at later. And we're really, really excited about what that's going to look like. But essentially, this resource is to help people understand and pursue true health. There's a difference between health from culture's perspective and true health, how God designed it. And that's what we're getting at. So these resources are plentiful and practical, and however you want to use them, it's available.
Come on. And a lot of it has come from stuff that we've struggled with. And we were like, what can we make to solve this or to give us guidance on this? And we're like, okay, cool. We're going to put this as a resource available for the members. The only thing I'd add here, Alex, is we're kind of rounding third and landing the plane is when you join something like this, in the past, I've joined things in this nature, and it can be confusing on kind of where to start, where to go, and how to handle it. So what we've done is we've provided a clear outline on where to start, how to get access to everything, how to work your way through it, guidance throughout the way. And then, of course, you've got access to the coaches through office hours inside of the collective for any additional questions and things you might need as you kind of journey through the map or the outline that we've created for you. This is done very intentionally. This is not haphazard. This has been ongoing. It's been revamped, and we're so excited to release this for you. And I would just leave you with this, listeners. It's part of the vision for Holo Health to equip the church to pursue true health, to learn how to steward their health well. This is one way we can do this together from anywhere. It doesn't have to be in one location. This is almost like a digital membership that you have access to all the things that you need. It's everything that you need to get health right, to build simple and sustainable habits, to see your health improve in every area, body, mind, and soul. So we're excited to release the Collective 2.0 membership. If you want to become a Collective member, go into the show notes and click the link. It's going to take you right to the webpage. You're going to get a quick brief of all of the things we just said incorporated, as well as testimonials for current members inside of the Collective. They've shared their experience and how they've gotten value from being a member, how their health has changed from being a member. We'll let you go watch those. Again, the link in the show notes below. Alex, would you add anything as we're kind of wrapping up?
No, I just would encourage you to try it. That there is a 7-day free trial. So if you're like, I don't know, it's not going to cost anything, just cancel it, and there's no cancellation fees or anything. So just go ahead and give it a try. We're available. We'd love to reach out, and there's no hard feelings. But we made this for you. We didn't make this for us. We didn't make this to get rich quick. We're not trying to pull a fast one. That honestly, we created this because this is something that I personally wish I had 7-8 years ago. And I've been in the health space for a long, long time. I've been in the church space, been a Christian a long, long time, and there's really nothing like it. So I just encourage you to just check it out. It may not be for you, but it is for everyone, but it's not. It is for anyone, but it's not for everyone. But I would love for you to go ahead and check it out.
Go click that link in the show notes, and we'll see you in the Holo Collective. As always, you're a legend, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Holo Health Podcast.
See you guys.